There's a baboon and a horse in a bar. And they're enjoying their drinks, and the baboon turns to the horse and he says, "Hey, pal, why the long face?" The horse turns to the baboon and says, "Why the fuck aren't you wearing any pants?" A cop approaches the baboon from behind and says, "Jim, we told you gotta stop doing this." Jim the baboon turns to the cop and says, "I know. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to impress my new friend here." He points to the horse. The cop looks at the horse and says, "Jesus Christ, why the long face?" The horse turns and looks at the cop and looks at the baboon as the baboon gets handcuffed. And he says, "Hey, good luck out there." The baboon, Jim, says, "Good luck with your long face." And for the first time in his entire life, he questions being asked about his long face to Jim the baboon as he's being taken out the door. And he says, "Why do people keep saying that to me?" Jim the baboon says, "Have you looked yourself in the mirror?" The horse looks in the mirror straight ahead and he says, "Yeah, I don't get it. Do people think I'm sad or something?" Jim the baboon says, "Stop looking at it straight, friend. Look at it from the side," as he's thrown out the door. The horse looks in the mirror, turns his head and looks out of the corner of his eye and realizes why. Ever since he was little, anytime he met someone, they always said, "Why the long face?" It was because he had a long face. Not some form of resting bitch face in the shape of a sad face, a resting sad face. No, it's because he has a long face. He was brought back to the time that he met his first lover in a bar just like this one, but with no mirrors. The very first thing she said to him was, "Hey, why the long face?" He bought her a drink, they made love and never talked again. And then he was reminded of his job interview for the job that he works now. It was about 18 years ago when he sat across from his boss, who's recently passed. Now he has a new boss, but his former boss asked him, "Hey, pal, why the long face?" The boss laughed it off and said, "Sorry, I'm just trying to ease the tension." The horse didn't really know what to make of it and still kind of wondered why everyone kept asking about his long face, but he laughed because he really needed the money. 18 years have gone by, and as he sits there in this bar looking at himself in the mirror, he can't even remember exactly what it is that he does at work. All he does is go in, sit at his desk, and check his emails. He goes to lunch, comes back, replies to those emails, and then he goes home. But not before Karen from HR asked him at least once, "Why the long face?" For 18 years, Karen's done this. And as he sits in this bar and looks in the mirror, he tells himself that if tomorrow Karen says, "Why the long face?" he's going to go to his car on his lunch break and pull the pistol out of his glove compartment that he bought 3 months ago because he started feeling unsafe on his commute to and from work. He's going to take that pistol, stick it in Karen's fucking mouth, and blow that bitch's brains all over the fucking wall. And then he'll probably say, "Hey, Karen, why the long face?"